guys, and welcome back to another video by me, Entertainment Factory 16. And for today's video by me, we are going to be playing Hurricane Tracker. As you guys can currently see, we're playing Roblox. And for today's Roblox video, we're playing this game right here, Hurricane Tracker Reborn. Basically a game where you are basically on the entire Earth. You get to wander around and check out the hurricanes or storms that form. And before we get into this video, guys, please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and also make sure to hit the notification to be notified when I make a new video, just like this one. And let's get right into the game. Okay, so I've played this game a good amount of times before, not on the channel though, of course. But yeah, as you see, it gives you, so every random server gives you a different timeline, but you get different types of like storms. Like, look at this. We got a hurricane over by the U.S. Category 4 major hurricane Cristobal. $16 million inflicted here. It has surge heights of 13.5, which the surge height will increase if the hurricane strengthens. Well, it will increase more if the hurricane strengthens, typically. And so, will damage it when it hits impact. As a storm, a Category 4. And the thing about the areas that they can make landfall on is that they have different amount of damages that the storm can do to it, and I'm guessing the area hit was not had not too much money or too much houses or buildings for it to destroy, so it costed a little less than very, like, look at this, look right now, look how fast it's building. That means that there's tons of homes, there's tons of things that's able to destroy easily. And I'm not saying, I don't mean that in a rude way for the other country. I'm just saying like that it's like some of the different countries have like different amounts of damages that the hurricane can do to it, even at the same strength, if you know what I mean by that. But like I was saying though before, like, look at all these different storms. You got Tropical Storm Earl, this one right here, Category 4 Hurricane Cristobal. Got Tropical Storm Frank over here. You got Category 1 Hurricane Ellie, which was a Category 4 over here, as you can see by the path. The color right here, that's Category 4. This is Category 3. I think the dark red is Category 3. And then this is Category 2. And then yellow is Category 1. And green is Tropical Storm. Blue is Tropical Depression, I think. And blue is just the typical, I think, tropical disturbance. Yeah, the remnants of a depression. Oh no, the disturbance. I think the disturbance is the blue. Yeah, I think so. This one's a Category 3 now. It caused billions of dollars of damage to this island right here, San Juan. I don't know. I don't really know, but it caused a lot of damage there. So, and we got a storm up here, and I should tell you guys, when a storm hits wind speeds of a system hits wind speeds of 15 miles an hour, the storm will typically form a like storm look around it, like this one did. But typically they won't look like that. They will look like the ones you've seen over here, which is just like the cloud look, you know. And if you go right towards it, watch this. It kind of glitches you away from it, but that's fine. But yeah, it's basically, I like this model a little better than that one, because that one's just basically like a thin air one. But still, it's still cool, you know, to think. The 50-mile-an-hour mark is, well, okay, well, this one still pushes me, but still, it's still cool to think that in this game, the storms have to hit 15 miles an hour at least to have something like that. And then eventually, after, yeah, as you can see, now it's lowered below 15, and it's going away now. As you see, surprisingly no storms over here yet, because like I said, I've played this game before, and typically over here, in most of the servers I play on this game, typically over in the Asian areas, there's tons of typhoons and cyclones. Well, typhoons over here, they're called typhoons. And then cyclones we'll get a good amount of cyclones by India and Southeast Asia, I think is the name. And Saudi Arabia over here, and a part of Africa. But yeah, typically, the storms will normally happen over here. So I'm a little surprised that in this server, we actually have some pretty powerful hurricanes up here. Because, let me tell you, the most powerful ever storm I've seen ever in this game was a storm that rocked through the Asian areas and had 200 miles an hour. It was like Super Typhoon Mia, Maya or something. I don't remember the name, but it was a super typhoon that rocked through this area, slammed through, and then slammed into Southeast Asia with about 200-mile-an-hour winds. So technically, in America, they would classify that a Category 5 hurricane. Now, on the Saffir-Simpson scale, a Category 1 storm has to be classified by winds of 74 miles an hour at least, all the way up to about 95 miles an hour. Category 2, it's 96 to 110 miles an hour. Category 3, it's 111 to about 129 miles an hour. Category 4 is 130 to 156 miles an hour, and then a Category 5 is 157 miles an hour and plus. And those ones, once it hits the Category 3 mark, that's when the storms are classified as basically, I think it was like deadly, life-threatening storms, devastating, basically, is what I would say they're considered as. And yeah, that's just something I wanted to tell you because of the fact that I was mentioning about the most powerful storm that I've ever seen on this game, as the one all the way in the Asian areas. Now, the most powerful storm I've seen in the American areas, I think, honestly, has to go to Cristobal. I think. I don't think I've seen a Category 5 ever in the American areas. In real life, it can happen, definitely. It's happened in the past before, Category 5 storms making landfall in the American areas. In the way past, in the 1960s, Hurricane Camille slammed into, I think, Louisiana and Florida. I think Louisiana area slammed in as a Category 5. One of the first ever storms in to slam into America as a Category 5 storm. And yeah. And then we also had the Labor Day hurricane, which also was a Category 5, slammed into the Florida areas. But yeah, like I said, we've had quite a few Category 5 hurricanes in the American areas. In real life, definitely, in the past. But yeah. But in this game, it's pretty rare for it to be a Category 5. And like I said, I think Cristobal was the most powerful storm that I've seen in the American areas in this game, though. In this game, I think. I've seen a few Category 4s in the American areas, but it's like, that's like the only second one I've seen in the American game, the American area. And I played this game a lot, like, off camera, I play this game a ton, and that's why it was on the Frontier list. I mean, I always do that, though, in videos. I never tell you guys. So I basically, what I do to show, you guys the game I'm getting into, I will basically click onto it, play it, and then I'll exit out so that it just goes to the top, so that when I do start the video off, I'll basically I could tell you which game it is. It'll show right at the top, basically, and that's what I do. But yeah. I mean, this game may not be interesting to a ton of you other people, but I mean, it's interesting to me as a weather lover. I love to study about the weather and talk about the weather a lot. I'm just super incredibly interested in the weather. The first time that I remember ever, like, getting interested about the weather was, I think, I don't remember, but it was a few years ago, I would tell you. A few years ago, I started to get interest in the weather. I think it was like 5 years ago, probably. And it's the same thing with other topics too. Like other topics I love to do. I love to bake. I love to play horror games. I love horror things. But yeah, those things didn't just start off with me. Like baking probably was one that stayed with me for probably my entire life. But I didn't, back then I did not just love horror stuff. Like I just, only well, not recently, but, like I said with the weather stuff, it wasn't just a start of a thing that I love to do, or watch, or play horror games. Like, it wasn't a start. It was something that I just eventually became interested in, basically. Yeah. And if you guys have any hobbies have any interesting hobbies to tell me, you could tell me down in the comment section down below. I'll be interested to read them out, when off camera. Because I really do want to know some of you guys' hobbies, too. It would be very interesting to know. But if you don't want to tell me, that's perfectly fine. I'm perfectly fine if you don't tell me, but if you don't want to tell me, but, you know, I was wondering if, maybe if you guys want to tell me, then that would make me a little happy, I guess, basically. Well, I just want to know, that's all I'm saying, I'm not, like, forcing you, I'm just saying, like, maybe, could you guys do it? But yeah, so, we got Tropical Fricky here, I don't even know how to say that. Here's Cristobal. Cristobal's over here now and turned extra tropical. And by the way, these storms in this game will turn extra tropical if they hit over this line. Like, look at this. Perfectly normal Cristobal, and then watch the line. Crosses over the line, turns, and you notice that different pattern, meaning that it's extra tropical. When it's extra tropical, you'll see the weird line pattern is different, and it'll have, like, kind of look like a road. You know how, like, on the roads you see something like that? That's kind of what it looks like. That's the pattern of it. But a normal over here, not extra tropical storms, as you see by Cristobal's path over here, is just a line that continues and continues until it dies, you know? But it seems like Cristobal is somehow still alive, which I'm surprised about. It turned extra tropical because they hit that line, like I said. And it grew a lot bigger, too, because I think all extra tropical storms in this game grow a lot bigger than their previous storm self. This one was Earl. Wait, what? How does Earl... What? Oh my god, Hurricane Earl came all the way from here. Holy cow, that's a long path, too. That was long. Didn't even cause any damage, though. But yeah, that was a long path from Earl. Started all the way back here, literally, and went to hit the US, went through here, went all the way here, looped, and went right here to London about. This extra tropical storm's coming. Cristobal's coming to about Dublin and London area. Slowly. Well, not slowly, actually, but still, it's coming, is the point. Hey, let's see. Got Gaston here. It's about to... Wait. Oh, that one died too fast. Maybe that's why it didn't turn extra tropical. But yeah, Cristobal was strong enough to turn into an extra tropical storm. But yeah. And then we have this one here, Tropical Storm Freaky. I don't even know how to say that. Who came up with that name? Really. But anyways, in this game, it's obvious. It's said by the title. This doesn't track real hurricane records. This is just like random hurricane spawns, and so you won't see like a hurricane. In 2005, you will not see. In August 2005, you will not see Hurricane Katrina. Obviously, that's not going to show up. They don't track real hurricanes. They track just these hurricanes that they just come up with in the coding. Basically, they didn't want to just track real hurricanes. I think they wanted to be a little more creative and make their own hurricanes in the game. They didn't want to just do the same hurricanes that you've seen and heard of, probably, and know the path of. Cristobal is basically dead now. Cristobal's dead. Yeah, it caused, in its entire life, caused $2.3 billion in damage, and that was set through here, the San Julian Island, which is, oh no, it was right here, yeah, this island. I think it's Julian, or it's Junian. I don't know. Please comment down below what it is, because I don't actually know what that is. But yeah, please comment down below if you know what it is, to help me out there. Okay, so let's check out this one. Extra tropical low. This one just formed. Okay, we see here. This one's a huge one. Oh my god, this is huge. Okay, let's see this one over here. Got a... Oh, here it is. So yeah, this is a cyclone here that's trying to develop in this area. It's trying to. Yeah, let's just see. Okay, yeah, so you saw there now. Like I said, once it hits 50 miles an hour, it just grows a little bit and shows the cloud-like stuff, showing that it's a now storm forming, definitely. And yeah. Oh, Tropical Storm Gil over here. Got 3 tropical storms. Well, technically. Oh, yeah. Extra Tropical Cyclone Ellie. And Tropical Storm Jill. That's still a tropical storm, technically, because to be considered a tropical storm, hurricanes, or storms, I can't say hurricanes, storms have to be considered at a wind speed of 39 miles an hour to be considered a tropical storm. But yeah, that's something, another interesting thing to say. This one's causing thousands of dollars in damages to Mexico. And this one caused probably caused it caused hundreds of millions. Probably well, not hundreds of millions, but tens of millions in who knew? I'm sorry, guys. I really don't know how to pronounce it. But yeah. Okay, this one's causing millions, though. And that's weird. It hit the same... It was just in the same spot where it's causing thousands, and now it's moved in... Oh, wait. Yeah, it's... Okay, never mind. Yeah, because it's by Mexico City. That's why it's causing more damage. Okay, yeah, depression. Okay. And now, once it hits that dark blue color, the storm no longer can cause any more damage. This storm here caused $50.7 million in damage to Mexico. And it only really hit Mexico. So, yeah, that's the only area that got damaged by the storm. Then we have over here. Wait, what the heck is this? Oh. Whoa. Wait, what? What the heck? Oh, so it went here, and then it came back over here as extratropical. And, yeah, this is the same storm, I think. If I think. I mean, that's a pretty long track, too. Some of the things that just surprise me is how long, I don't know why that happened, but how long some of these storms can last. In real life times, the longest hurricane, the longest lifetime of a hurricane was 30 days, and in fact, that same hurricane, named Hurricane John, and I think 1995, was the longest, was the most, traveled hurricane on Earth, too, traveling about, I think it was like a few thousand miles, I think, and with how far it traveled, it was about 20 to 25% of the entire Earth, of what I heard. But yeah, it's another interesting thing I wanted to tell you guys. Okay, so let's see here, extratropical low, with a wind speed of 17 miles an hour. Let's check on here. So we got Australia, got New Guinea. Yes, New Guinea. Okay. Then we got Category 1 Hurricane Harper over here, 77 miles an hour, and damage of $4 million, slamming into San Juan. Dude, why do they keep slamming into that one country? Almost every single storm that came has slammed into the country. That same country keeps getting battered by every single storm. Every single one is happening and battering against it. I feel so bad, man. It's just, I really do. Like, a Category 4 came in at first, other storm, tropical storm, Category 1, so many storms slammed right in the area. Although, not as bad as landfall on them, because the Category 4 storm slammed right through it. Right through it. That one hit edges of it, but that's still, it still caused damage, as you saw. It caused literally $90 million of damage to this island, or San Juan. But anyways, I'm going to end the video off there. If you guys want to see more content, just one, you guys can please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and also make sure to hit that notification to be notified whenever I make a new video. This one. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.